Hello. Welcome to my second generation virtual high school. I'm going to continue business as usual, but the mandate is that we have no new concepts introduced. So I'm going to have you recreate the high school just like we did the Empire State Building from satellite imagery with one additional photo. I've got a drone shot here of the campus and mostly the high school there so you can see everything vertically and extrude and deal with the heights accordingly. The size is going to be printable as far as the software is concerned. So notes, the important stuff. Let's just go from the beginning. Sketching on the top plane, inserting images and importing as usual. You're just going to have to download from Google Classroom to whatever device you're working on. Also, I'm going to write this in my notes on this, but a reminder, if you don't have access to the software and you're watching this video and wondering what you can do, you could definitely try your drafting skills out and see what you could do to sketch this thing out versus drawing it in 3D design software. Hopefully everybody's got the access points to work in a computer situation versus being stuck with mobile and watching this video without the tools to get anywhere. So after the imported images are here, you're going to take the virtual shot first, drag it out, give it a 200 millimeter dimension. If you don't have your unit set, remember it's over here just in case. Width should be a dimension of 200 millimeters, which will get you about 180 side to side, which will be a printable scale. Add the next photo for reference. This will make your life a bit easier. As far as later on when you're working on the verticals, finish sketch one, add a second sketch on the top plane in order to have the ability to make this image system disappear and see your lines if you have any problems. A couple of ideas as far as these curvatures go. You'll notice that there are some awkward types of curvatures to the roof as far as putting that together in non-shape. You're gonna best bet draw straight lines and some arcs in here to extrude from one side to the next. You can put a sketch plane on the outside walls, draw those profiles and extrude back to the next surface. In some cases that might take a little bit of finesse and thought on your part, but that's my suggestion. Let's take a quick look at this theater, see if I can give you a set of guides. It's going to be funky being that you've got a little bit of an offset with the satellite imagery. You can see that the satellite wasn't directly over the top of the building, so you can do your best to follow the points on the walls and make that come together. I'm going to do just the theater wing at the moment to give you a quick idea. This wall, I believe, extends straight back, even though it looks like it's not right. I think it is. Definitely a point where you want to use these pickup indicators to help. Remember to use escape to end the lines. It's definitely not a terrible idea to get into the satellite imagery. Control and Shift is going to get you to a point where you can left mouse click and tumble. May or may not help you out as far as getting the orientation of things down. This is funky. Let's do it. I'm going to extrude this side here. The tallest part of the building, fun fact, is always going to be over the top of the theater because they got to be able to draw the curtains twice as high as the elevation of what you see in the theater. So you've got a super, super tall addition when it comes down to it. So this section right here with these 6 white blocks on the roof, that's going to be your actual stage theater. Again, that's going to be the highest point. So you want to make sure that you don't go overboard. Looks like we got that. I want to say maybe go 20 millimeters high should do it. And what I'm going for here is just looking at this curvature on the roof. If you're slick about it, put a sketch out on a flat surface. You want to convert these lines. Actually, we're going to just draw on a straight line. And a conic curve should get you a pretty respectable curvature. And you can extrude, remove this top section, and through all should do it. Remember to turn your visibility of your line work back on and show you how you turn this line work back off. With that one maybe. Not exact, but it is an oddly taller part of the structure. It's definitely going to take a little bit of time and creativity. You can see I didn't map out that one section just the way it needs to go. It looks like there we go. That's more like it. It's going to be a lot of back and forth and updates if you want to get specific about this detail. You just got to simulate as best you can. It's not going to be perfect, but again, you're not going to have the image behind there to validate your accuracy, and I'm okay with that. this tool right here up to face, where you can then select the surface to get your height, is a nice tool. Run little modifiers like I just did there. So you can get as detailed as you want. Definitely don't want to worry about the solar panels. If you want to draw a shape to outline the perimeter of it and do something to mimic that, that's fine, but it's probably going to be a pretty tedious and complicated process, so I would leave it as is. You can also sketch on the surface and convert the geometry of the surface pretty easily in cases like this, where you could do a little micro extrude and put a new part in there so you can recolor these things. And quick, easy way. And see how far you can go. Ultimately, the primary geometry, like you see, is an adequate experience. The more you can do with it, the better. It's going to be pretty interesting if you can get some colored window shapes in there just to represent them. They don't have to be really detailed out unless you're that kind of bored from sitting around at home. But like the overall size is a different color for the roof. If you want to get a little bit more detailed with the Part Studio colors and get things a little bit brighter, remember that you can go in and mix the colors, or get into a color mixer and get a little bit lighter than the color that was used. The one caveat, the one warning about using a custom, sorry about that, custom colors is sometimes you're not going to be able to go back in if you pick this back up after a little bit of a break and edit this color specifically. You're not going to be able to match it easily unless you make note of the Pantone numbers to get you there. So be cautious about going overboard with coloring, because again, if you pick your own custom color, it's not like it's going to save unless you go into a specific edit to save it, and we haven't done that before, so it's not necessary. Just put it out there for people that have that kind of comfort level with the program. You can totally go there if you want to, as far as custom coloring everything. And so the end of this game is to share the file with me. You want to make sure that you share this document with dbonk@barnegatschools.com. And that's how I'm going to go about evaluating in this moment, so I can give you credit for your energy spent. I will see the shared file, and that'll be that. I'll be able to email you and respond and communicate and do what I do. So let me know if you have any questions or concerns, and we'll work it out. Thank you for your time.